Hey, how you doing? The virtual gamer here talking to you about Ray Donovan. Okay, so Ray Donovan, really good premiere show. I'm gonna go with recapping the first episode here because Ray Donovan is on Showtime, and I thought it was a really good. I'm using this accent because the show takes place in LA, but it's starring people that are from like New York, New Jersey, that type of stuff. So I'm using this voice because I don't know, maybe display a little bit more of the New York stuff. You know what I'm saying? So basically, Ray Donovan premiered last week, and it's already got a second episode out, which I'm also going to recap for you guys later on after I watch it, of course. But the first episode was really good. I loved it. It was filled with surprises and intrigue and all that shit. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Now, if you haven't seen the first episode of Ray Donovan, go ahead and watch it now before you listen to this because I'm going to be spoiling the shit out of this motherfucker. All right, well, let me go ahead and start then. So basically, Liev Schreiber, who he's been in a lot of movies, but what you probably recognize him from right away is the latest Wolverine movie. Not the latest, but the first Wolverine movie. And he played who in the comic books was Sabretooth, but I don't think it ever calls him Sabretooth like in the actual movie. But anyway, he played the brother of Logan, the Wolverine. That's probably what I would recognize him from mostly. But his father in the episode is played by Jon Voight. And Jon Voight, a classic actor, but you'll know him mostly because he sent forth from his loins a beautiful goddess who ended up marrying another beautiful goddess named Brad Pitt, and her name is Angelina Jolie. So Jon Voight, some good genes there, John. And then another classic actor, Elliot Gould, is also a character in this. So let me give you a little bit of what goes on in this episode and who Ray Donovan really is. So Ray Donovan is basically a Hollywood fixer-upper guy. If you got a problem, Ray Donovan comes and fixes it for you. If you're a celebrity, an athlete, or anything like that, you got a lot of cash, Ray Donovan will come fix your shit if you get in trouble. Episode starts off showing a guy getting out of prison and then immediately going and whacking a priest. What we find out later in the episode is this is Mickey. This is Ray's daddy. And so we kind of, find out a little bit about Mickey right from the beginning. Of course, we don't know who he is yet. We don't know he's Ray's daddy. We don't even know who Ray is at this point. Well, then next thing you know, there's a black guy waking up next to a dead who we assume at the time is a hooker. But, turns out I guess it is a hooker. But he calls on Ray. He's like, hey, Ray, I got a dead girl on my bed. Come to find out this guy's a professional athlete. Ray comes and fixes it up for him. And there's another actor who is caught picking up a transvestite, even though he claims he's not gay. So this is the kind of shit that Ray deals with in his life. I think they're just trying to set that up. There's a little teeny bopper who used to be a child star, female, like a little Britney Spears, who has a stalker. And so Ray goes and fixes that up. Come to find out, this little teeny bopper likes Ray and knows Ray and ends up stalking Ray, if you know what I'm saying, because Ray's that kind of guy, you know, and she's in love with Ray. Didn't know it, but she is, and then you find that out throughout the episode. And Ray makes the mistake of telling this little girl that his wife likes to do yoga and telling him where his wife does yoga. So this little girl shows up and tries to befriend his wife at the yoga place, and Ray doesn't like that too much, but he still watches out for her because, you know, she's got a stalker. And so he approaches this stalker and tells the stalker, hey, you know, stay away from this chick. And the stalker doesn't do it. So at the end of the episode, you know, he has to, or later on in the episode, he has to end up, you know, beating the shit out of this guy with a baseball bat. But, you know, that's the kind of shit you do when you fix Hollywood problems. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, let's talk a little bit about Ray's family now that we know what Ray does. Oh, and basically the guy that got Ray into this business of cleaning up shit in Hollywood is a guy named Ezra. And that's the guy played by Elliot Gould. And this guy's kind of crazy. He's kind of a crazy baddie kind of guy. But, you know, and Ray fixes his shit too. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's got shit too, and Ray fixes it up. But anyway, Ray's got a wife, and he's got kids, and he loves his family, and his wife is really supportive, but she doesn't want Ray fucking around with this little teeny bopper chick. And but she loves him, and he loves her very much. And then we got Ray's got some brothers. Ray's got an older brother. What the fuck was his name? The dude's got problems because he was a boxer. And the older what's the older brother's name? What is it? I'm looking for it. Terry. Terry is the older brother, and he got hit in the head way too many times, so now he's got Parkinson's. And he's got a younger brother named Bonchi who has got a really bad drug problem. He's had a drug problem for a long time. And what we find out halfway through the episode is Ray's actually got another brother who was his father's love child with a black woman named what's his name? I don't remember the younger brother's name, but he's a black guy, and Ray didn't realize that his father had a black child because Ray's father was always like a racist, scummy guy to him. I mean, he knew his father as this racist, scummy guy. So, you know, his two brothers knew about the father's love child for like 10 years, but they just kept it away from Ray because they thought he would overreact and he wouldn't like the fact. And that sounded a little hokey to me, but, you know, that's the way it went. So basically, Ray's father comes back into the picture, and his father, apparently Ray put his father in, or helped put his father in prison. And because the first thing his father says to him when he meets him is, "You set me up, motherfucker." And then Ray says, you know, stay out of my life, basically. And if you go near my family, I'll fucking kill you, is what he tells his father, Mickey. And so Mickey approaches Ray's wife. He says, I'm an old man, you know, I need to make shit right. And that's basically pretty much what happened in the first episode. So far, a very deep storyline. I'm loving the writing of this. Really good quotes and lines. Ray Donovan, check it out. It's coming on Sunday nights at I'm in the Central time zone, but in Eastern it's 10 p.m., 9 p.m. Central. It's on Showtime. If you don't have Showtime, then you know, you're fucked. But but anyway, maybe you can download it. I don't know. But it's a good show, so you probably need to watch it. If you don't have Showtime, then you're missing out on a couple of other good shows too, like Dexter, which I'm going to be doing recaps and reviews on, and Homeland, which is, in my opinion, one of the best shows of the last 2 years is Homeland. Homeland is just an incredible fucking show. Also, you're missing out on Shameless. with Bill Macy, William H. Macy. Shameless, Homeland, Dexter, Ray Donovan. If that's not enough reasons to get Showtime, then what the fuck? Come on now. So anyway, Ray Donovan was very good. Stay tuned on my channel for more good shit like this right here, where I'm giving you the lowdown and the scoop. And you guys have a great day, and see you later.